Hello everyone and welcome to The Inner Circle, a film review podcast that occasionally dips its toes into talk about television and pop culture. I'm your host, managing editor of the studio, Clayton Franklin. As you can see, I'm by myself, because sometimes life doesn't work out perfectly, but that's okay, because I'm here to give you my thoughts, or first impressions really, on Christopher Nolan's new film, Tenet. So I'm going to give some thoughts on the movie and save my full review for next week's show, where we'll do a deeper dive into the story and different nitpicks we have with Ben and AJ Hall. John David Washington is great in this movie. He's a great leading man, but I feel he's held back a bit by being kind of the classic fish out of water style of character who has to just be in so many of like Nolan exposition scenes, just asking questions, trying to figure out the mechanics of the world, and it kind of holds back his performance a bit. But Robert Pattinson, he plays his role well as the co-lead of the movie. At least I feel that's what he was. I don't know how they bill him in the actual casting, but he was very entertaining, and there isn't much more I can get into with his character without getting into deep spoilers that I'm saving. But it is safe to say this is another one of those great Robert Pattinson roles. All the other actors played their respective characters really well. Nobody in this movie is like bad or a boring character for the most part. There'll be like some unimportant characters, but that's, that comes with the territory of an action movie like this, which is what this is. This is Tenet. It feels like it is an action movie. It is about the gimmick of time being able to move backwards, which is interesting, but it feels like that's almost all they have. The story just doesn't feel as inspired as some past Nolan films have, and you can really tell when watching the movie. Because at times it honestly felt like it's just a special effects movie. And that's not a complete negative, because as far as those types of movies go, this is absolutely one of the best ones. So just don't go into Tenet expecting to see like the next groundbreaking Christopher Nolan masterpiece. Go into it expecting to have a good time, and you'll see a very well-crafted film with an amazing cast who all bring like some top tier performances, even if there's not anything too crazy to work with. So that's my first impressions on Tenet. We'll have our full review out later next week, next Friday in particular, and we'll see you all then. Thanks for listening.